We are bringing emotions to life through animated character interactions, capturing the quiet signals and shifting internal states that define empathy. Animation serves as our unique lens, granting us the ability to peer into the unseen landscapes of the human heart and mind. Through this medium, we translate the abstract and often imperceptible processes of emotion into a tangible, visual language. What was once an internal monologue of feeling becomes an external dialogue, articulated not through words, but through the delicate and deliberate craft of character animation. We use this powerful tool to peel back the layers of human consciousness, revealing the intricate machinery of emotional processing that operates beneath the surface of everyday interactions. It is a journey into the very essence of what makes us feel, connect, and understand one another on a profound level. The animator's canvas becomes a space where the invisible is rendered visible, where a flicker of an eyelid or the subtle downturn of a lip can convey a universe of meaning. We are not just creating moving pictures, we are sculpting with feeling, giving form and substance to the silent currents that flow between individuals. This purpose to illuminate the hidden architecture of our emotional lives is the foundational principle of our work, driving every decision from the initial sketch to the final rendered frame. It is an exploration of the soul, translated into light and motion. Our process is deeply rooted in the visualization of empathy, a concept often felt but rarely seen with such clarity. We demonstrate how this fundamental human connection develops, not through grand, theatrical gestures, but through an accumulation of subtle, almost imperceptible cues. It is a dance of nonverbal communication, where every nuanced shift in body language and every microexpression on a character's face contributes to a larger narrative of understanding. We meticulously design each character's posture, the way they hold their hands, the slight tensing of their shoulders, or the gentle tilt of their head. These are the foundational elements of our visual storytelling, the silent words that speak volumes about a character's internal state. Facial expressions are rendered with painstaking detail, capturing the fleeting moments of doubt, the dawning of realization, or the quiet warmth of shared joy. We believe that empathy is not a singular event, but a process of gradual alignment, a slow tuning of one individual's emotional frequency to another's. Our animation seeks to map this delicate progression, showing how one character's sorrow can be mirrored in the concerned furrow of another's brow, or how a spark of hope can be transmitted through a shared, knowing glance. By focusing on these quiet, authentic signals, we create a visual tapestry of connection that is both deeply personal and universally relatable, allowing the audience to witness the birth and growth of empathy in its purest, most unadorned form. Through this detailed approach, we map the complete emotional journey of connection, illustrating the distinct stages that transform a simple observation into a moment of genuine, heartfelt empathy. The journey begins with mere observation, a detached awareness of another person's state. Our animation portrays this initial stage with a sense of distance, perhaps through a character's passive gaze or a posture that suggests a lack of personal investment. We then guide the viewer into the next phase, cognitive understanding. Here, the observing character begins to process the visual information, their expression shifting from neutrality to curiosity, their body language subtly reorienting towards the other. This is the moment of intellectual recognition, where the mind pieces together the external cues to form a hypothesis about the other's feelings. But our story does not end with intellectual comprehension. The true destination is genuine emotional connection, the moment of effective empathy where understanding transcends the cognitive and becomes a shared, felt experience. We visualize this powerful transition as a palpable shift in the animated world. The emotional atmosphere between the characters changes, illustrated through shifts in color, light, and the very rhythm of their movements. It is the point where one character's emotional state begins to resonate within the other, creating a bond that is both visible and deeply moving. This careful mapping allows the audience to not only watch, but also experience the unfolding of empathy. Following the path from seeing to understanding, And finally, to feeling alongside the characters. The core of our animated narratives lies in exploring the interactive dynamics between characters, highlighting the profound and often immediate ways they influence each other's emotional states. In Ray L-Time, we treat each interaction as a living, breathing system, a delicate ecosystem of feeling where every action prompts a reaction. This is not a one-way transmission of emotion, but a constant, reciprocal exchange. Our animation showcases this dynamic interplay with precision, revealing how a single comforting gesture from one character can visibly soothe the anxiety in another, their tense posture relaxing, their breathing slowing. Conversely, we can illustrate how a dismissive glance or an impatient sigh can erect an invisible wall, causing the other character to withdraw, their expressive features closing off. We use synchronized movements and mirrored expressions to visualize moments of peak emotional attunement, where the characters seem to move and feel as one. The timing and rhythm of these interactions are critical. We choreograph the emotional ebb and flow to reflect the natural cadence of human connection. Through this focus on interactive dynamics, we move beyond portraying individual emotions in isolation and instead create a rich, interconnected web of feelings. The characters become conduits for emotion, constantly shaping and being shaped by one another in a continuous feedback loop. This approach allows us to tell stories that are not just about what characters feel, but about how they feel together, transforming the screen into a dynamic arena where the intricate dance of emotional influence unfolds for the audience to witness. The ultimate goal of this expressive animation is to deepen the audience's understanding of complex emotional interactions, forging a storytelling impact that resonates long after the screen goes dark. By making the internal, subjective experience of empathy visible and comprehensible, we provide viewers with a new framework for interpreting the human connections in their own lives. Our animations act as emotional allegories, using the simplified, focused world of our characters to entangle the often messy and confusing realities of human relationships. When an audience witnesses the step-by-step process of one character coming to understand another's pain, they are not just passively consuming a story. They are actively learning a visual vocabulary for empathy. This heightened awareness can foster a more profound appreciation for the subtlety and importance of nonverbal cues and emotional resonance. The stories we tell are designed to be emotionally immersive, encouraging viewers to invest in the characters' journeys and, in doing so, to reflect on their own capacity for connection. The impact extends beyond mere entertainment. It is about cultivating a more empathetic worldview. By illuminating the mechanics of how we connect, we hope to inspire a greater sensitivity and a more compassionate approach to interpersonal relationships. Our work aims to leave the audience with more than just a memory of a beautiful film. It seeks to leave them with a deeper, more nuanced understanding of the emotional ties that bind us all together. Beyond the realm of narrative art, the applications for this form of empathy-focused animation are vast and transformative, particularly in fields dedicated to human development and well-being. In education, these animated scenarios can become powerful tools for social-emotional learning (SEL) programs. Imagine a classroom where children can watch and discuss animated vignettes that clearly demonstrate how to recognize and respond to a classmate as sadness or frustration. These visual aids can make abstract concepts like compassion and perspective-taking concrete and accessible, providing a safe and engaging way for young learners to build their emotional intelligence. In the field of therapy, our animations could serve as valuable resources for individuals struggling with social cognitive challenges, such as those on the autism spectrum. These visual stories can act as clear, repeatable models of social interactions, helping to decode the complex and often overwhelming stream of nonverbal communication. Therapists could use specific scenes to facilitate discussions about emotional recognition, appropriate responses, and the internal experiences of others. Furthermore, this approach has significant potential in professional training for caregivers, medical practitioners, and customer service professionals. where the ability to establish an empathetic connection is paramount. By providing a clear, visual representation of the path to empathy, we can help cultivate this crucial skill across a wide array of contexts, ultimately contributing to a more understanding, compassionate, and emotionally literate society. Through dynamic, expressive animation, we explore the intricate choreography of feelings, letting audiences witness the subtle ways empathy unfolds between individuals.